Joined by Drogheda United manager Kevin Doherty after tonight's 3-1 win against Finn Harps. Kevin, an important 3 points.
Yeah, it was. Look, again, there's probably been too much made of the sort of run we were on. We lost 4, but we probably only the 2 games in the middle, Pats and Dundalk, where we were really poor. There was always a stage of the season we were going to lose games. Like, I mean, we've literally lost 4 of our last 11 games, which is, you know, for us in the Premier Division is not that bad. But look, to go back to the positive, yeah, it was excellent. First half was just, I'd have been annoyed if I paid in to watch it, to be fair. But that happens sometimes with games like that, when it's scrappy and there's a team around you. But after we conceded a goal, which was disappointing from our part, obviously, and then Sean gets sent off very harshly, in my opinion. But look, again, the reaction from the lads was unbelievable. And then the impact the substitutions had, and to have the bodies available again. Like, Ryan's a bit fitter now because he missed all pre-season. Obviously Adam Foley's there. Chris Lyons, when he was on, was unbelievable. He's been carrying a knock, like, you know. Dean Williams is out tonight with a knock. Sounds like I'm making excuses, but we don't really have to tonight because we won the game 3-1. It just, to have those lads available again, even Adam Foley, as I said, tonight coming on, and Evan Weir made a big contribution coming on, Ryan Brennan, as I said. No, it was really enjoyable second half. Well, really enjoyable after we scored the second goal, probably.
Yeah, my initial thought from Sean Rowan's red card down there, I think he gets the ball first.
Yeah, sometimes getting the ball is not the be all and end all, like, if it's aggressive or it's reckless. But for me, it wasn't, so I'm disappointed in that. But look, you just have to take it on the chin. And in fairness to the lads, when we went down to 10, we were excellent. Like.
Yeah, and Evan Weir comes on the pitch and gets his 3rd goal of the season. He made a great impact as well when he came on as well.
He did, and he had to. He knows. Evan knows how much I really, really like him, but he knows that I told him he had to make an impact in the game tonight because, as I said, he's a really good player and he has that quality. So he did, to be fair. He made a big impact. So I'm delighted with him tonight. A bit more happy tonight than I was when I'm in Sligo.
Again, another turning point in the game was when Sam Long makes that unbelievable save and then goes down. We actually go down the other end, and a few minutes later we get the equaliser, which was an important moment of the game. Yeah,
and it's something you get carried away. You forget about these things, but yeah, you're right. And I think Dane takes it off the line as well. So again, we were down 10 men at that stage. They'd thrown everyone forward. We just had to stay in it. And in fairness, Dara was saying that's all Dara Doyle was saying from the bench. Stay in it, because we'll get a chance, and we did. We got a couple, but we made our own luck tonight. Like, I mean, I don't think anything was going our way. I don't even think for their goal, it was even a free kick. Now, I might be wrong, with bias, whatever way you want to call it, but look, as I said, I couldn't be happier with the result. Big result.
Yeah, as well. Then obviously Foley, you mentioned him. That's just there. You know, he'd been 2 months out with injury, and he comes on and makes the impact he did. And it's very, very important as well.
Yeah, but this is the whole thing, and this is why. I mean, we've a small squad at the best of times here. You know, we don't have the resources that nearly all the other clubs, bar probably Finn Harps, to be fair, have in the league. So we're going to have small. And when we get lads injured or suspended or whatever, and in this case for the last good while it's been injured, we haven't had a fit centre forward for the last month. Like, Chris has been absolutely brilliant, and he's been sore, but he's back now. In fairness to him, he's as fit now as he has been. No real pain in what was causing him pain. Adam Foley's back. Dean Williams played last week when he wasn't fit either. Like, he's bone bruising and he just couldn't walk even. So we've been like that for the last while, and I haven't wanted to keep going on about it because it sounds like you're making excuses. But as I said, hopefully we'll get a few back, and I'll be looking to bring a couple in as well in the window, because that's what you have to do. You have to try and improve. But look, as I said, it's a good night tonight, and it's something we can all enjoy.
Yeah, and another man who's pretty close to returning is Darren Markey, who was such an important player last season, and we didn't really get to see much of him this season so far with that bad injury he got. So it'd be great welcoming him back.
He's back, more or less. He'll be back in the next couple of weeks. He'll certainly be back after a break. So yeah, massive. Darren, like, one of the best players in the league, in my opinion. So to have him to come back in as well. Again, look, you can always, other stuff can happen, you can pick other things up, but it makes such an impact on us to be competitive. To have a lot of your best players or better players available is massive. But again, like literally, like James Clark tonight, Darren Nugent, like, sensational stuff at times, the two of them. We go through the whole team, so I probably won't keep going through it, but I'm really, really delighted with them all.
I know it's very early to be making these, obviously talking about this, but like, we're not even halfway through the season, but it's nice to get a bit of a gap going.
Look, it is too early, and if we'd have been beaten tonight, it's still too early. I spoke to when I was doing the LOI TV thing beforehand, I said that. I mean, it's 16 games gone. Like, gap, that's 2 games. Like, you know, we're looking again the gap now. We've seen, I think Shelby passed tonight, didn't they? Like, that's 5 points. Again, you just have to try and pick up and be competitive. And I said it from day one before I got the job. When we took over, it was like we literally had a real job in our hand, because I know Jimmy was here tonight. We really had a rebuilding job to do, and when in the middle of that rebuilding and we're on the run, we were decimated with injuries and stuff, but the lads got us through it. We've good quality, and small numbers, but we've good quality, and as I said, just to have that, particularly now with a Friday, Monday, to have a couple of bodies back as well, it makes such a difference to the whole atmosphere, the squad, everyone. Because as I said, there's been lads doing a job for me, Keith's been playing with an injury, Chris has, Dean Williams has at times, that normally if you had fully fit squad they wouldn't, so that's a credit to them, because they never complain, they just get on with it. And as I said, Keith goes out and does well tonight, Chris is excellent tonight, so no, it's just hopefully, as I said, get as many lads available as possible, because it makes a big difference.
Yeah, obviously it's not been a run that you would have wanted, but having the fans with you along the way was a big help as well.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like, I mean, pretty not, I probably go on stupid at times, but I just can't help it, the emotion, you know. I mean, I think I was even on the pitch when we scored, but it doesn't mean so much to them and to me. Like, it means so much. Like, it affects, like, you shouldn't, but it affects everyone's life. Our week, everyone in that dressing room in their weekend is a million times better than it would have been. Yeah. It affects your family's weekend. It affects, it shouldn't, because you should be balanced and rational, but it's not, because it's so important. And we know, as I said, we know it's Finn, Harps and UCD, that's who we're competing with. We're the only part-time teams in the league, and you can even say you steer in the mornings, like, so we know what we're competing with. The Shelbournes, both have much more resources being put into them than we have. So we know what we have to do, and we have to be competitive, and I think we have been, bar probably 2 or 3 games this year. So, as I said, great bunch of lads. Staff are all delighted tonight, so hopefully, as I said, enjoy the weekend. And now it gives us a little bit of freedom going into the Rovers game, where you can say, look, let's have a go at these and see what happens. Yeah,
just quickly, just before we finish up, it's a quick turnaround. Rovers here again. Should be looking forward to getting more fans in the gate as well after that performance tonight.
Yeah.
And, you know, getting a good atmosphere going and hopefully maybe get a result.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I watched the game last night, obviously, against UCD, and Rovers were excellent, and they made 4 substitutions at half time, so they were obviously, the game was over, and they were thinking about it now. We don't have that luxury, obviously, but look, and they had an extra day. But again, at the best of times, Rovers is going to be a tough ask. But look, as I said, the lads will be, after putting in really good performance, probably our best performance since the Dundalk game here when we beat Dundalk. So hopefully we can bounce on and maybe go on another little bit of a run.
Cheers, Kev. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Luke.